Welcome back to RidezoneBikes, your one-stop hub for everything on two wheels. Today, we're diving deep into a true icon from the Harley-Davidson stable at the 2025 Iron 883. Known for its minimalist styling, raw attitude, and stripped-down bobber look, the Iron 883 has always been the rebellious younger sibling of the Sportster lineup, but in 2025, Harley has subtly refined the formula, modernizing the ride while keeping its core DNA untouched. So, is the Iron 883 still a solid pick in today's world of performance cruisers? Let's find out. Before we get into the specifics, let's set the scene. The Iron 883 has been around since 2009, first introduced as part of Harley's strategy to attract newer, younger riders to the brand. It's always been about the urban outlaw image: a low-seat, blacked-out components, aggressive stance. It's not meant to compete with high-end tourers or baggers, but rather give you a nimble, stylish platform for everyday city rides and weekend getaways. For 2025, Harley continues this mission, refining the bike just enough to meet current standards while keeping its old-school charm intact. From a distance, the 2025 Iron 883 looks every bit the part: rugged, compact, and undeniably Harley. The design is unapologetically dark, with a matte black powder-coated finish dominating the engine, exhaust, and frame. The tank features the classic peanut shape with new minimalist Harley-Davidson badging for 2025, a modern twist on vintage appeal. You get chopped fenders, a slammed rear suspension, and a solo seat that hugs the low-slung profile of the bike. At the front, the 39mm fork tubes are still encased in the iconic rubber gaiters, while the low-rise handlebars give that authentic street brawler silhouette. One subtle update for 2025 is the inclusion of LED lighting. Both headlight and tail light integrated seamlessly without disturbing the classic aesthetics. Also, Harley has introduced 3 colorways this year: Shadow Gray Metallic, Crimson Red Fade, and the new Midnight Denim, all with a premium matte finish and discreet pinstriping. Under the hood, under the tank, the 2025 Iron 883 still runs the air-cooled 883cc Evolution V-twin. Now, while this might sound dated in an era of liquid-cooled, high-revving machines, that's kind of the point. The Evo engine is simple, proven, and full of personality. It delivers around 51 horsepower and 54 pounds-to-feet of torque, which doesn't sound like a lot on paper, but the torque curve is smooth and accessible, perfect for the kind of riding this bike was made for. Harley has retuned the EQ slightly for smoother throttle response, and there's a new slip assist clutch for lighter lever pull, a welcome change if you're spending time in traffic or stop-and-go scenarios. The Iron 883's 5-speed gearbox remains unchanged, offering solid shifts and a mechanical feel that connects you directly to the bike. It's not lightning fast, but that raw, analog riding experience is precisely what purists love. Top speed hovers around 105 miles per hour. But this bike isn't built for speed runs, it's about torque off the line, low and grunt, and that signature V-twin rumble that you feel through the bars, pegs, and seat. And yes, it still sounds glorious, deep, burly, and unmistakably Harley. Harley offers Scream and Eagle performance kits for those who want more punch, but even stock, this bike brings attitude in spades. When it comes to handling, the Iron 883 is more capable than many give it credit for. Thanks to its compact 59.6-inch wheelbase, low 25.7-inch seat height, and mid-mounted foot controls, the riding position feels natural and confident, especially for shorter riders or those new to the cruiser scene. At 564 pounds wet, it's not featherweight, but the mass is carried low, which helps with low-speed maneuvering. Around town, the Iron 883 feels nimble and responsive. Take it to a twisty back road and it'll surprise you. Lean angles are limited compared to sportier bikes, but for a cruiser, it handles corners with respectable poise. Suspension-wise, you're looking at 39mm front forks with 4.6 inches of travel, and dual rear shocks with adjustable preload. It's still on the firm side, especially over potholes, but Harley has softened the damping slightly for 2025 to improve everyday comfort. You won't mistake it for a touring bike, but it doesn't beat you up either. Braking is handled by single-disc setups front and rear, with the dual-piston caliper on each end. ABS is standard for 2025, and braking performance is decent. Not sport bike sharp, but predictable and progressive. If you plan to ride aggressively or load up with gear, an aftermarket upgrade might be worthwhile. Tech-wise, the Iron 883 remains relatively bare-bones, and that's by design. The single analog speedometer houses a small digital readout with the gear indicator, odometer, trip meter, and fuel warning. There's no TFT screen, no ride modes, no connectivity features, and absolutely no distractions. This is a motorcycle that wants you to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect with the ride. That said, Harley has quietly included some modern touches for convenience, like keyless ignition, an updated wiring harness for easier customization, and a USB charging port tucked under the seat. Cruise control? Nope. Traction control? Still number. And that's the appeal. This bike offers a raw, visceral experience that newer bikes can sometimes smooth out too much. Let's talk numbers. The 2025 Harley-Davidson Iron 883 starts at $11,999. That's a slight bump from the previous year, but you're paying for refinements, updated lighting, and stricter emissions compliance without losing the core vibe. It sits competitively against rivals like the Indian Scout 60 or Yamaha Bolt R-Spec, and it holds its value exceptionally well in the used market, thanks to Harley's brand legacy and cult-like following. Who's this bike for? If you're looking for a no-nonsense cruiser with classic appeal, minimalist design, and a ride that speaks more through feel than features, the Iron 883 is your jam. It's also one of the best entry points into the Harley world, especially for those who might graduate to a 48 or street bob later on. Pros: timeless design that stays true to Harley's heritage. Torque rich V-twin with a soulful exhaust note, nimble and low-slung. Great for city and casual riding. High customization potential, simple and reliable mechanics. Cons: lacks advanced features and tech found in rivals. Firm ride on bumpy roads. Only 5-speed transmission. Limited cornering clearance for aggressive riders. May not suit taller riders for long distance. So, to wrap it all up, the 2025 Iron 883 isn't trying to be the fastest, the most high-tech, or the most luxurious cruiser on the market. What it is, though, is honest. It offers a genuine riding experience wrapped in a look that never goes out of style. It's a bike you ride not for lap times or spec sheets, but for the way it makes you feel every time you swing a leg over it and fire it up. In a world full of screens, sensors, and settings, the Iron 883 strips it all back to just you, the machine, and the road. If that resonates with you, then it's more than a bike, it's a statement. Thanks for riding along with us here at RidezoneBikes. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more honest motorcycle reviews, ride tips, and two-wheeled adventures. Got thoughts about the Iron 883? Drop them in the comments, we want to hear from you. Until next time, ride safe and ride free.